Hey you guys, we're at White Fir Springs, just got here. We're excited to start digging. We're parked right here, and right behind me you see a huge dig hole. So we're gonna expand that hole. Today we're gonna be looking for jasper-filled thunder eggs. We've already found a ton of jasper on the ground, so it's gonna be a super fun day. We are ready to rock and roll. We're so excited for today. These thunder eggs should just be filled with the most vivid colors of jasper and hopefully some banding. So I'm super excited to find that, you guys. So here we go, let's get started. So we're just getting started, and this is the hole. Well, there's several over here that have been worked, and I'm gonna go for the big one and expand that one. Got my shovel and time to get to work. So I'm digging in this hole, and this is what I'm pulling out, these cool eggs. I've got a little pile right here. Look at this. So I just wet this one a little, and this is just a broken piece, and you can see the vivid orange sneaking through there. I'm so excited. These are gonna be beautiful. I've just been using this tool, kind of scraping to find, you know, when I hit something. Like this is probably jasper, it looks like. Nope, nothing. And then I have a fine pick as well. So when I find one, I don't want to break it. But it's only about 6 inches down. It's not very far that you need to dig, which I was surprised. So yeah, I mean, that's nothing. But we're looking for those thunder eggs. I've been here 30 minutes, so it's gonna be a fruitful day. I'm excited. We got one right in here. I don't know if you can see that right here. So I'm gonna put my phone down and dig that out. I'm not that high off, and I've been working at getting this one out. I'm just using my smaller pick right now, just so I don't break it. They are very hard to break though, I would say. They're not the most fragile things, but they do break. But yeah, I'm gonna get this one out. It's a nice one. And to show you, this isn't the best example, but I just cracked open this. It's got a little bit of jasper happening in the middle of it. Not the coolest. I want this whole face to be covered. That's what we're looking for, but that gives you an idea. Another little example, I smashed this open. We're gonna be finding some amazing colors in these. I'm just saving my pile over here. It's all going with me. This one you can see has that banding on the outside, so that's going to be super cool. I don't want to hammer these necessarily. They, you know, they shatter or whatever, so I want to make sure that we get them home and get them cut. I'm gonna keep working on this bad boy. Got it out of the hole. I'm excited. That's where it used to live. I cannot wait to get home and cut these open. Ah! Add it to my pile.
All right, found a spot to dig. Although it was that hard to do. There is ground torn up everywhere here. You can see all the rocks that are busted. It's really hard to tell if you got anything good, because all the rocks come out looking like dirt clods. You can see those are kind of bulbous and rounded, but I'm gonna have to crack them because I don't know. Everything is just dirt colored. So it's making it a challenge. But hopefully after we identify a few, the rest are easier to pull out. Pretty substantial hole, so I'm just kind of just scraping the edges and picking through the rocks that come out. Toss the flat ones, keep the rounded ones, crack open the rounded ones, and we'll see if that works.
in a hole. They're really pretty. It's spectacular. So when we get home, we'll cut through that.
Okay, figured I'd video this. Really hard to see, but I'm just scraping here and you can hear the rocks. And what I'm pulling out, you definitely can't see that, but it's red jasper and rough. I just pulled this out. Looks like a potato. So, be interesting to cut into that. I don't think I'm going to open a window into it. A lot of these don't really have anything on the inside, but I am just under this probably precarious ledge, just scraping, and I've come out with this pile here that I'm going to clean up and see if there's anything good from it. Interested in what's in that bubbly potato, but you can see that there's can't zoom in anymore, some interesting jasper pieces and what might be little thunder eggs. So I found a bunch of marble sized thunder eggs and walnut size, and it's kind of hit and miss when you crack them open. Then you're disappointed when you do crack it open and it's a colorful piece of jasper, but kind of get an idea, got to get a sense of what you're looking for. But I'm gonna keep scraping and see what else I can come up with. Okay, before I pick it up, I've been working at getting that out. I didn't know if it was gonna be anything because there's some of this white rock right around it. There's just kind of nothing. But the more I dug around it, the more I saw that it was bulbous. And the last little scrape below it caused it to roll out. Haven't picked it up yet, but I can definitely tell it looks like that might be a good piece, an actual thunder egg. Let's see. That's where I was gonna smash it a little bit, but that is good size. It's heavy. What you can't see is some of the little scrapes. It is that kind of lime green. So that's going to be awesome. I don't know if my saw is big enough to cut through that. So that's going to present a bit of a challenge. But here's some of the other pieces I think are thunder eggs. This is that potato again. And what I've done is I've just chipped some windows into some of these rocks just to see if what I'm getting are good pieces. And so far, oh gosh, 6 pieces that I've chipped away have yielded interesting color. And these are all kind of similar rocks that I'm pulling out. There's definitely, you kind of get used to what they look like when compared to some of the other rocks. The rocks are going to be flat, and then if you just scrape some of the rocks, it'll be white, like those, which are nothing. And these have a little bit of white on the outside. They do look a little bit different once you start getting used to it. And this one has a little bit of black with red. Then I have a bucket full. Well, not a bucket full, but the start of a bucket. I'm gonna keep going and hope I don't die, because that's about 2 feet of overhang, and guess we're gonna risk it. That's why I get a long shovel. So that's kind of helped me stay back so I don't get trapped. That would be a bad day. Back to it. Gonna try and get a few more. I think the lady's gonna come and sit next to me and work a little bit too.
Well, I'm wrapping up in this hole. We got my spoils over here, and I'm gonna show you guys all of the brilliant colors that are coming out of these things. They're gorgeous. And Steve just got a huge one. out of a different hole, the first hole I showed you, and then I went walking and found this smaller hole, and I've been working it. We're gonna go see what Steve's up to and take over his hole. Steve is in a little deeper hole than I was in. I was only doing about 6 inches down. This is a significant hole, 4 feet down probably at the base of it. Yeah, he's pulling out some big daddies.
Death awaits.
So I'm excited. He said that he'd share the hole with me, right? That was the thing. I said I was going to come
your
and...
hole's my hole.
Oh, dear.
So all I've been doing is scraping, and there looks like there might be a little nodule back there that you can dig out. So I've been staying away from the wall the best I can because I don't want this coming down.
Collapse, yeah. But apparently what Steve has taught me is if you want the smaller stuff, this is my bucket over here, 6 inches down. You want the big stuff, 4 feet down.
Exactly.
Okay, now time for the reveal, you guys. I have cut all of my jasper-filled thunder eggs from White Fir Springs. It's been a while. And finally getting around to posting up this video and showing you guys this delicious goodness in these jasper-filled thunder eggs. They're just so vivid and beautiful. And I had a really nice one, a large one that had a lot of cool colors. And I ended up polishing on the capping machine and gifting it to my sister. So I don't have it to show you today, but it was amazing, trust me. So you can see this, I have a lot of reds down here that I just showed you, and I have a lot of yellows. I have some browns. Very beautiful, and they have black banding in a lot of them, which is cool.
It's like lightning.
It is. I love those actually so much. I love these ones. They look almost like an eye. Beautiful colors, yellow and purple and orange. Ugh, just stunning stuff. This was a really fun dig. I would definitely go back. I feel like we could get even better material. You guys saw from the video that I was doing about 6 inches down, and definitely the larger pieces Steve pulled out. I would like to get my hands on that, which means I need to dig a little deeper. But they're gorgeous. These will all polish up nice. Right now you're just seeing them cut, so they're still in the rough. They don't have a polish on them, so when they are polished, they're just gonna be spectacular. And Steve's got some examples of some that are cut and polished on the cab machine for you today, so I will let him show you what he found. But yeah, super cool.
Okay, so I haven't sprayed these yet, but I wanted to show you the ones I polished versus the ones that aren't polished. This jasper takes such a good polish. You can see it's very reflective. They turn out very smooth. Obviously the polish makes it look wet. See the sun reflecting. Let's see if I can get that without the sun glare. That is the unpolished. Here we have the polished with the sun beaming right into it. Those black lines aren't cracks. It's actually, maybe what's cracks and it's filled in with some type of mineral. But these were super quick to polish. And again, they take a great polish. This is the unpolished. Here we have the polished one with my shakiness. Kind of brings out some additional colors, makes it darker. That yellow popped more after the polish. So here we have it before the wet look. This is that big piece that I found right up here, the cut. So it looked like before. You can kind of see these have that kind of potato look, right? In fact, this is that potato one that I referenced in the video. So cut up. It didn't have the amazing inside I was hoping for, but it's still cool. And this is again a couple of examples of what they look like. These are just cleaned up, the dirt's off of them. They come out looking like dirt clods. But after a while, your eye trains and tunes in to what you're looking for. Get those sprayed again. We've got sunshine and wind drying these off quick. So amazing colors. Some of them are just full of jasper. I only cut about half my bin so far. But I might take some of the bigger pieces, throw them in a tumbler. The outer crust is pretty easy to take off with a CAD machine or saw. It's soft. I think I'll probably do it with these bigger pieces out of that bigger chunk. So yeah, it was fun, like Lori said. We'd definitely go back, spend a little more time, look for some bigger pieces, and some of the ones I didn't think would be good turned out to be some of the nicer colors on the inside. Like this was just a piece found on near the surface. Cutting it open shows that it's got some variety of color. So that one was pretty cool. Can't go wrong. It was a fun place to go. I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.